What's up, guys, and welcome to this special edition of Angel's Travel Unravel. So we took the top off the Jeep. You know, today hit about 65, almost 70 degrees, and I was really excited. I said, you know what, it's the first nice day. I bought this Jeep in the winter time. We're now coming up on we're in April, so we had a really nice day today, and I wanted to take the top off and kind of drive around with it and see the different feel that it provides. You know, I'm told that it's like a different vehicle when you take the whole top off, and so we did that today. So in this video though, I'm gonna talk about a couple of things. So now, I made a video when I first bought this Jeep Wrangler JK Winter Edition, and I got a lot of heat for it because I said in the video how I preferred this one over the new redesigned Jeep Wrangler JL, right? And you know, I took a lot of heat for it because everyone said that I didn't know what I was talking about, and yes, I said some things that I probably should not have said, like you know, I had mentioned that the JK version of the Wrangler had started in 2011, and I misspoke there. What I meant was the JK version that I was interested in was the one from 2011, because that's when they did a redesign of the interior from the 2007 to 2010 to 2011 is when they redesigned the interior, and for that reason, that was the reason why in my mind I was talking about the 2011 JK generation and not the 07 to 2010. Another thing is, you know, I do love this Jeep Wrangler, and if I could do it all over again, I would still get it. I would still get the JK version. Again, I think the JL has a few more years before at least I myself will invest in one. I got a great deal on this one. I'm very happy with it, and I think at the end of the day, guys, if you're happy with your purchase, I think that's what life is about. Okay, so attacking people on YouTube or whatever, you know, because they went with one version instead of one that you maybe prefer or you have, it's just my opinion. It's just my thought process. So it doesn't mean that what I'm saying is entirely correct. Okay, it's how I feel. Okay, so it's very important that we get that out of the way. We're going to talk about 5 things that I absolutely don't like about the Jeep Wrangler, in particular, whether or not it's a JL or a JK. Now, it's important to mention that the JK version, some of the things that I'm going to complain about was fixed in the JL version. So that I do have to give to them. So without further ado, here's a list of the 5 things that I really can't stand about the Jeep Wrangler JK, and I really wish that they would have improved on a 2017 version. Hey guys, so as I mentioned before, this video is really going to be primarily about the 5 things that I absolutely can't stand about my Jeep Wrangler JK. Now, again, like I mentioned before, if I could do it all over again, I would still do the same exact thing, get the same exact vehicle, and still, and even though you guys might be mad, pick the JK version over the JL. But here are the top 5 things that I absolutely can't stand about the Jeep Wrangler JK. The first thing is the engine. So there's a 3.6 liter Pentastar V6 engine underneath the hood of the Jeep Wrangler JK. The problem is I feel like it's severely underpowered for the vehicle. So it's the same 6-cylinder engine inside of the Grand Cherokee. It's really across all platforms on all FCA products, a 6-cylinder Pentastar engine. I feel like it's severely underpowered for this vehicle though. Sometimes it's really slow. I'm dragging. I know that there's nothing aerodynamic about the Jeep Wrangler, but I feel like the engine is absolutely underpowered for the kind of vehicle that this actually is. Next issue is the gas mileage. I'm really averaging, like, maybe if I'm lucky on a good day, 13 to 14 miles per gallon, and it is not impressive, guys. Okay, but we knew that was going to happen. If you bought a Wrangler for gas mileage, then that's obviously not a feature that this car has. Okay, so if you do buy the Jeep Wrangler JK, you have to understand that the gas mileage is not there. I know that they fixed this issue on the JL a little bit by raking the windshield back a little bit more to make it a little bit more aerodynamic. So that I do have to give them on the JL, that they did fix that. But I went with the JK version, and unfortunately the gas mileage is just not there. one of the biggest complaints that I have, and this is not really a problem for me, but more for my passengers, is I constantly get complaints about wind noise on the highway. Now, I understand. I added a light bar to the top. It's really a box on wheels, so you're absolutely going to get major wind noise on the highway. You really want to crank that radio up and really try not to deal with the wind noise. But regardless, you're going to continue to hear it no matter what. That's one of the biggest complaints, especially for my wife when she's sitting on the passenger side. She looks miserable whenever we take road trips because of the amount of wind noise that the Jeep Wrangler has. And you know what, for me, I love it. I like it. I don't mind it. This is the vehicle that I love, and I'm going to continue to drive on the highway and take on road trips. She drives a Mercedes, which is completely different. It's completely aerodynamic, and obviously it's not this. There's nothing aerodynamic about this vehicle. So that's another complaint that I have about the Jeep Wrangler. But again, on the highway, wind noise, it's going to happen. But one of the biggest complaints that I have with this vehicle is that for a almost $50,000 vehicle, okay, I feel like the fit and finish should be a little bit better, right? So I understand that everything is removable, the doors, the top. As you see, we had the top off today. There's a lot of things that are removable, but I feel like the fit and finish of the vehicle itself, like the materials, the hard plastics, all that stuff, they really could have done a better job. In 2011, they did a refresh of the JK Wranglers, and they, you know, redid the entire interior, and it was an upgrade from the 2010s. But unfortunately, I still feel like the fit and finish could have been much better, especially for this one going into 2017. The whole interior, like I said, I talked about the hard plastics inside, you know, the fit and finish of the materials all the way down to the materials down here. Like, it's just like, I just feel like for what you pay for the vehicle, you really wish that they did a better job with the fit and finish of the vehicle. Now, that's something that they entirely fixed with the JL. Again, the JL, the interior is gorgeous. They did change it up, and I do have to give that to the JL, that I love the interior even when I test drove it. Again, you guys can look at my first video that I put when I first got this one to talk about the comparisons between the two. Next thing is the radio system in here. It's completely outdated, guys. The radio system in here is completely outdated. It's the same one from 2011. They put it across all the Chrysler lineup. It's the radio 430 and nav, and I just feel like the radio is just not good for the amount of money that you pay. The navigation is horrible experience. I don't even use it. I just use my cell phone. I use Waze. I don't use the navigation inside. It's just no good. It's sluggish. It's slow. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Well, all in all, the system is just no good. It's very unresponsive. You know, I mean, you're able to like customize it and put like your own kind of custom background in here. So I have like my own little custom background, but when you compare this radio unit to some of the other ones that are out there, even the newer Uconnect systems out there, I mean, my 2015 Jeep Grand Cherokee Altitude had a Uconnect system that was far more superior to this one. So I thought it was pretty weird that going into 2017, the Uconnect system was the same as it was back in 2011, with maybe some updated maps and some updated software. And it's just not a good user experience. And I feel like for 2017, they really could have fixed this issue. So as you guys know, there are a lot of aftermarket radios for the Jeep Wrangler JK, like the Alpine radio, right? The Alpine radio itself is really, really nice. The user experience on there is much better than the product provided by FCA. So that's one of the issues that I have with my Jeep Wrangler as well. Again, that's another problem that they fixed in the JL. It's got the brand new Uconnect system. It's gorgeous. It's great. I loved it. It has Apple CarPlay. It has Android Auto. It's got all that good stuff, but this one does not. This is a 2017 Jeep Wrangler JK Winter Edition, and it doesn't have the brand new radio that the JLs have. So that's unfortunately one of the things that I hate as well. You know, it's just, the system is just no good. I mean, if I hit phone, you know, it starts talking, but you know, I really want to go to radio. It's just like I gotta wait. Like, this is just garbage. Look at that. I can't hit radio. It's just like I gotta like hit cancel over here. There's like
4 8 9 9 3 1 4 3 0 star 8 6 5 9 3 9 6 star pound 8 3 0 6. Is this correct?
No, it's not correct.
Misrecognition.
I mean, that's what I'm talking about. This whole system.
Misrecognition.
This whole system is just
misrecognition.
Garbage. I mean, you know, I really don't know what else to say about it. It's just the system itself is just garbage. So in summary, If I could do it all over again, would I have gone with the JL, waited a little bit longer to get a better deal on the JL or the JK? For me, it was really a timing issue. I really wanted to get the Jeep Wrangler Winter Edition before they were not available anymore. I love the vehicle. I still think it's a great looking vehicle, and I got a great deal on it, being that the JLs were coming out. So obviously, if I could go back and do it again, I would still do the same exact thing. I would get the same one. I got a great deal on it. Will I step into a JL? Probably in the next couple of years. We'll see when they redefine them. Once that turbo, 4-cylinder turbo comes out, maybe the diesel comes out. You know, whenever they come out with these special editions, right now with the JL, you only have those simple 3 trim levels and the same Pentastar 6-cylinder engine. But engine-wise, it's still that 6-cylinder Pentastar V6. So thanks for watching. We'll talk to you soon.